Hey guys, Archibald Chesterfield the third here, AC3. And guys, I wanted to say that I'm doing a live show by myself today. Clive is a little bit, he's a little bit busy. So I'm doing this live show by myself, and it'll stay on air as long as the bucks keep coming in. As long as the bucks keep coming in, I'll remain on the air. We've got Kronas for $10 and we got Scotch for 15. So please saddle up Archie with some booze, and the son of a bitch will get so fucking pissed until he starts vomiting in the garden. I gotta tell you guys, it's amazing to have you fuckers out in the audience. Thank you so much. Beetle approved. Carpet Beetles, fuckers. I gotta tell you, I did have a bit of a infestation in the bedroom, and I gotta tell you, this bastard here nibbled at my toe. Look at that. The fucking son of a bitch had a go at my toe. So, yeah, Carpet Beetles. You may not see these sons of bitches, but they are fucking nasty, filthy grotters. So, I just wanted to show you what happens when those fuckers bite your feet. So, yeah. Guys, can I have some? I'd love a drink, a Corona or a Scotch. I would really like one about now. I've also got a few creative ideas I want to talk to you about. Since there's nobody watching, I can discuss a few creative ideas. $5 super chat, Archie. I sent Clive the ad for the 5107R for $15,000 US. Box papers in mint condition. What's your view of him buying these stupid watches and not a Patek? I think he's nuts. 5107R rose gold. That's a fucking gorgeous watch. 15,000. That's about on the money. Yeah, that's about on the money. That's actually pretty fucking reasonable. Tanzil, I reckon he should pull the fucking trigger. Pull the fucking trigger. No point buying shitters when you can. Every man needs a Patek, fuckers. Every man needs a Patek. By the way, quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing my IWC Ingenua. So there we go. That's the IW. Now this shirt, I fucking split the son of a bitch. Look, I split the cunt. I split the fucker. Guys, Tanzil, Stiefel, why don't you go on? Well, if anyone wants, you want to come on, you can come on. Tanzil, if you want to come on, just put a comment here. I'm reading the comments. If Paul, hey, Steve, I fucking want you on there. What's your fucking email address? Send it to me now, man. Stiefel, I love the Steve. Quickly, text me quickly your email address. I'll send a link. Come on, just no one's watching. I'd love to have you on the show. I'd love to have Clive's just a little bit busy. I could tell by the lady in the background she was busty. Very, very busty. What do I think of the man on the moon? Wears bigger than the sub? Yes and no. I don't think it does wear bigger because it was done to be thin. Yeah, I don't know if it wears bigger than a sub. I don't quite. I think it's about the same, even though it's 42. Come on, Paulie, I'll send you a Facebook message. Oh fuck, my Facebook's the Stiefel. I'm using fucking IE. I'm using fucking IE. Man, I'm using. Oh fuck me dead. You know, I use fucking IE because my fucking Firefox doesn't support. Firefox doesn't support fucking Google Hangouts. It's just shit. The only reason I'm not using Chrome is it crashed, and I'd have to reset my PC up, and oh fuck, he's just a bitch. This Stiefel. Ah fuck, he sent it to me. Jesus Christ. This Stiefel, it's coming now. Just hang in there, man. Fuck, where did that go? To Steve, you got to work with me, not against me, because. Oh fuck! How did you send that? What message did you just? Oh, here it is. Okay, hang on, guys. Got it. Okay, that's gone now. DeStiefel can join the show. I gotta tell you, fuckers, it's a nasty fucking world that we live in. It's nasty. It's a vicious place. You gotta, hey, Pavlos, you gotta send some money. Gotta send some money. I need a drink. I'd love a Corona or a Scotch. Come on, fuckers. Don't muck around with the cash. Citizen is shit. I'll tell you another idea. I'm going to release a superhero. Listen to this. I'm going to tell you now because no one's watching. Clive's tied up. I want to introduce a new superhero. No. Captain Shitter! I want to introduce a new superhero called Captain Shitter. What he does is he warns people that they're going to buy a shitter. He clicks his fingers and the shitters turn into dog shit. Archie, which of the following has more patina? The rare bird, Clive's date for tonight, or any fucking Swiss shitter on the Clio and Ferris watch shop? Ooh, I'd have to say Clyde's date for tonight. It has more patina. Patina. Now, is that Der Stiefel coming on? Where are you, Der Stiefel? Dr. Bruce. Dr. Bruce, go on the live shows. Dr. Bruce. Oh, fuck. How about Shatman? Where Dr. Bruce. Fuck, I got to find his email address now. Dr. Bruce, just hang on. Dr. Bruce. Oh, got it. We'll get him on there too. We'll get you on. Come on, Doc. You get on. Come on, Doc. Fuck, I love the Doc. The Doc is cool. Everyone loves Dr. Bruce. Okay, an invite's been sent to Dr. Bruce. That's doing the rounds. Dr. Bruce is doing the rounds. That's very cool. So 2 invites have been sent. We got Dr. Bruce and we got Der Stiefel. I'd like to talk to Der Stiefel about the Joma shop situation. This is. Let's have a look here. Give me a few. No rush. Mastermind. Okay, so what other things can I tell you about? I could really use a drink about now. Corona or a Scotch? Doctor. So let's have a talk there. What else is going on? I'll tell you what else is happening. $5. Have a drink and share your best experience in Thailand with the professionals. Thank you, Mark. I am a bit thirsty, if you don't say so. For $5, I think we'll have a beer. $5 beer. Fuck! My drink fell over here. $5. I gotta have a super. I quite like these Coronas. These Coronas are pretty cool shit. I love it when you throw the top in that gets the bin. Don't you love that? Cheers, fuckers! Cheers. Best experience with a professional. Jesus Christ. There's so many. You need to chase that beer with a Scotch. You Vegemite eating kangaroo fucker. Thank you, Tanzil. I'll get my top ready. It's just foaming at the top there. I'll get my Scotch ready. Tanzil's a cool guy. Ask Dr. Bruce about the toe. The toe's okay. It's the beetles, the carpet beetles. You're just got to use spermicide. Pubicide on them. Pubicide fixes that problem. 20,000 for Archie engraved fist on his world time. Sure. Send it. Send $20,000 and I will do that. That's not a problem. I don't mind at all, guys. There we go. Have a scotch as well. Oh, we got Der Stiefel. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, brother. How you doing?
Hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. Do you see the carpet beetles? Fuck, they're nasty sons of bitches. They're attacking my foot. Did you see that?
Yeah, it looks like they had a little combo meal deal on your big toe.
Combo meal deal. That's exactly it there. So I'll just show that to you there. Look at that. Man. That's
wow. That toe has seen some better days.
It's had lactite burns. You understand lactite?
Lactite?
Yeah, lactite is the fluidy stuff in the waste industry. You know the waste industry? Okay. Like, you know when you have a rubbish bin?
Sure.
And you have that water in the bottom after you've emptied it?
Yep.
That pungent, horrid water, that's called lactite.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it actually... I was speaking to a Caterpillar salesperson. This is a person who worked for Caterpillar bulldozers.
Yeah.
And they said that is the hardest, most corrosive material in the world is lactite.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers, De Stiefel. Talk to me.
I have to go ahead and make mention here to somebody in the comments to none. I actually wore this blue shirt just for him today. And I should probably be going and getting a glass of water and having some ice water right now.
Yeah, no beers for you. With that fatty liver syndrome, no more beers for you, De Stiefel.
Exactly. I should be drinking an ice water just for none on the boards there.
Yeah, no, I'm having a beer and then a chaser. Oh, fuck, De Stiefel. What is more bright? That shitty Walmart polo that you're wearing? The ArchieLuxury ratings trends? Or Randy Munter's morning when he finds out Jono is back?
Ooh, wow, that's pretty good. I'm going to have to go with the Walmart polo. Although, actually, this is Sam's Club, so it's kind of like pretty much right there, but the same thing.
That was Sam. It's named after Sam from Walmart, isn't it? The founding father.
Yeah, Sam Walton.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Give me 1 second because I have to pull this whole look off here.
Yeah, sure. He's going for a little walk. We'll be back. You're on the Paul Pluta channel. And today we're discussing luxury wristwatches. ArchieLuxury is he is 2 scotches and a beer in the hole. Ooh, water.
Yep,
hey.
Yep. I had to come prepared.
Hey, that's beautiful.
For all the
now, tell me this. I want to talk to you about Joma Shop.
Okay.
You were wearing the Breitling now, aren't you?
Fist wash check, big boy.
Fist wash check. Okay, you're wearing the Breitling. I'm wearing the Ingenua. I'm wearing my Ingie. Now, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about the deal? Now that you've had it for a week or two, well, a couple weeks, how do you feel about it? Are you okay with the deal? Do you feel you paid too much considering you didn't have papers? Tell me what you feel.
Hold on, I'm so parched. I need to drink this ice water here. It's delicious.
No worries. I'll just have a Corona with you. I'll have a Corona.
Oh. You know, I feel a lot better about it now. It's a cool watch.
Did you pay too much? That's the question I'm asking. Did you pay too much?
No, I think I got a good deal on it. And in fact, if you go on there and you look on Joma Shop now, I think it's going for like $3,100 or $3,200. So, you know, I got it for...
What are they going for on Chrono 24?
I think they're going roughly around that same price. They're going more for used than I paid for it new. So,
okay. Did they ever ring you back and discuss it further in detail like you were talking about?
No. Remember we talked about the issue and I said, well, listen, when I go and buy my Daytona, you know, I'm just going to have to go shop elsewhere. And I'm like, well, looks like you're just going to have to shop elsewhere then. I'm like, oh, why'd you got to call my bluff?
Yeah, I know. If you can find a fucking Daytona. Archie, now that you've sold out and returned to your 80s gold plate wearing roots, what do you think of the Tag Heuer Tourbillon on Chrono for 12,500. Look, the only tag worth having is the caliber 11. I got to be honest with you, Stiefel. My wristwatch collection, I'm actually getting a PAM submersible the next month or two.
That's pretty fast.
And then I'm actually getting I want to start looking for a caliber 11 Monaco. You know the Monaco?
Yeah, the tag.
You know the one I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think of that? Tell me what you think. What do you think? Is that a good idea, a dumb idea? Please, you just speak freely. We're friends. Speak freely. That's a line out of that movie, Margin Call. You remember that movie, Margin Call?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Speak freely. You're with friends. It's a great line.
Yeah, I've heard the line. I don't know if I've seen the movie.
Okay, I'll just show you the watch I'm talking about. Just want to show you very, very quickly. Just keep an eye on the super chats for me here. This is the watch.
Yeah, I think that's pretty sharp.
And the caliber 11, it actually has the crown on the other side. It's on the left-hand side. Do you notice that?
Yeah. Have you ever had a watch with the crown on the left side of the watch?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No, I haven't. But
the closest...
It's on the left side, though, right?
Sorry, what's that?
When you flip your reverse over...
I was just going to say that to you. The closest I've ever had is when I've flipped my reverso. That's it. You hit it. You're thinking, man, we're bros. You're just thinking faster than I could actually bring out the content. Now, Stiefel, I wanted to ask you, are you happy with Joma Shop experience? I really want to ask you this. Dealing with grey market dealers, I want to know, honestly, how do you feel? I want to know the truth. No bullshit, the truth.
You know, I'm a little disappointed, but it's not going to stop me from buying from them again. As long as they keep having good deals.
Well, there's no question the watches are genuine. Can we firstly say that?
Right.
They're not selling fakes or used. They are definitely new watches, aren't they?
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's brand new. I think, when I got my Speedy, I think it was new old stock. When I looked at the serial number, I think it was like from 2004, 2006 or something like that. But I still got a good deal on my Speedy as well.
All we care about is price is everything. That's about as attractive as dog shit on your lounge room floor.
Right. Price is everything. Service is nothing.
Service doesn't matter. Did I tell you what's happened with the car and my father? Do you want to hear what happened?
Yeah, well, tell me about it.
Okay. So anyhow, I sold the Mercedes-Benz. Okay. My father had a C250 Mercedes-Benz. I sold that for $17,500. I sold it to a beautiful Indian couple.
Okay.
They were very fun to deal with. Can I just say that?
Sure.
They were fucking awful to deal with, okay? They are mean negotiators. Let me give you the fucking drum. Jesus Christ, every stereotype is true. Just let me say that.
Oh,
then I sold the Honda. I would have got more for the Honda, but my father started doing repairs with super glue in the Honda. He has no idea what he's doing. He starts gluing like knobs. You understand? He just... Okay, I sold the Honda for 14. Now, my dad says we got 6,000 more than the car dealers were offering.
Well, that's not too bad.
$2 super chat. When Archie says Indian, he means dot, not feather. Yes, that's correct. We're talking Indian. That's correct. Hello, Gandhi type Indians. Okay, but they were very nice. They bought the car. They're actually quite nice. I'll be completely honest with you. They're actually quite cool people. One of them was a professor. Okay, they were fucking classy people. Okay, no racial. Nothing racist here, okay? I hate all races the same, including my own.
Well, as long as you got more than what the dealer traded.
Okay, then we went on Monday, we went looking for a brand new car. So my dad decided to get a top-of-the-line Mazda 6. It's called a Mazda 6 Atenza.
Okay.
So we go to the first dealer, and guess what happens?
Tell me.
I get thrown out. They threatened to call the police. They said, get out of here! They said, we're about service. We're more to than just having the cheapest price. That's what they said to me. They said, get out of here. That's what the dealer said. I lost my voice because I was Actually, my kids were fighting yesterday. I was screaming at them because they were trying to kill each other. It just really irritates me when they try and fucking hurt each other. And you know what happened?
So tell me what happened.
We went next door to a Mercedes dealer.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta make a confession with you. I got a good friend of mine, very wealthy friend who's influential. I rang him and said, well, he's got friends who are Mercedes salesman of the year. I said, how much do I offer? I want to get the best bargain for my dad. Give me a price. My dad went in and he's now he signed a contract for a Mercedes-Benz C200. Brand spanking new, 0 miles. C200. Okay, it doesn't have real leather. It's using artificial leather, but it's a fucking Mercedes-Benz. It's polar white with a black interior, and it was 58,000 Aussie dollars. That's a lot of money. Normally, they're about 70 in my country, so he got a really good deal. And the best thing about it is I can film it for my channel. And the best thing about it is I will get to drive this car once or twice because my dad is a real cunt when it comes to me. I love cars. He never let me drive the other Merc. But anyhow, that's okay. I'll get some great content for the channel. And the best thing is my father gave me $1,000 for selling the 2 other cars in commission. So I've already spent that money. I've actually spent that money not on carpet beetles, not on infection, treating the lactite burns. No. I've actually put that money towards a PAM submersible.
So that's why it's going to come sooner than later. You
betcha. I want the fucking PAM submersible on my wrist. I am fucking sweating so badly. I just fucking want my submersible. You understand a submersible is so fucking cool. Do you understand that or not? A PAM is cool.
I'm not completely sold on that piece.
Can I say this to you? I can make the videos. I was so wrong. I got it so wrong. Panerai is super cool. I can make all the vids. I've got all the vids ready to go. I am so sorry. I got it wrong, Panerai.
That's true.
And then I'm going to do the same thing with Tag Heuer when I get the... You know that I'm going to do the same thing with Tag Heuer when I get a fucking Monte Carlo... Oh, sorry. A Monaco. I'm going to get a Monaco. The Monte Carlo is the Tudor.
Right. So now, what's your thought process on the Monaco? Where are you going to pick that up at?
Second hand. Got to be pre-owned. Can't buy new. Got to buy second hand. I got a good friend of mine bought one.
For suckers.
Hey, did you see my rules for watch collecting? What did you think?
I liked it. It was good. There's some good comedy in there.
Do you agree with me that
you got to be able to make fun of your friends' watch purchases?
You got to. That's just how it is. It's all hierarchical. Don't you agree?
Right. Exactly.
Like you get a friend who gets a Lange 1. You get a friend who gets a Richard Mille. You may not like Richard Mille, but it's all pecking order. Richard Mille is not a shit brand, is it?
No. That's pretty awesome. So listen to this. Tell me this.
Yes.
I went into an authorized dealer yesterday. And,
Yes.
I was checking out some Hublot, and
I've never been interested in Hublot. They've never really excited me. Can I say that to you?
Yeah, I've never actually seen one in person before, so I wanted to just at least check it out and spend a little time there. They're okay. I can't see myself spending that kind of money on one of those pieces.
Pre-owned, they're not that great.
Right, and then you have to worry about getting a fake.
Yeah, because Hublot's just essentially use an ETA machine, don't they?
No, they're in-house, as far as I know. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure they're in-house.
Okay, I just want to show you. Can I 1 minute? There's been nasty comments have been raised in the comment section there. I want to show you something very quickly.
Yeah.
Some very nasty comments. I want to show you the submersible that I'm getting. Okay, this is the watch that I am fucking getting. Look at this. What do you think of that?
I don't know, Paulie. I'm not. I don't love it.
And guess what? It's coming with a whole stack of fucking Panerai. That's right. It's another one. It's coming with a whole stack of Panerai straps. He's got extra straps for it. You understand?
Yeah.
You don't love it? Why don't you love that? What's not to love?
I don't know. It's just it just doesn't do it for me. I like PAMs. I don't have necessarily a favorite, but if I had to pick one, I'm not sure that would be it.
You like a PAM 111 or a PAM base 0?
You know, I kind of like the zero, but I'm not necessarily a fan of the logo on the dial. You know what I'm getting at?
I know exactly what you're getting at. I know exactly what you're getting at. Now,
so, anyways, back to what I was getting at when I was at the AD. I was checking out the newer tutors, and I have to tell you, I think the rivet bracelet looks like absolute dog crap.
did you ask him how much it is for the what's the waiting list on the GMT? That's what you should fucking do. Did you ask him that?
A gentleman was in there and he was inquiring about it, and he made it sound like maybe like August or September.
August.
I mean, that's kind of like what I started to pick up from him, but when I was checking the pieces out, he had some of the old stock in for the Black Bay Blues and the Black Bay Reds. He was all sold out of the Black Bay Black, so he had the as far as old stock, he has the new version in with the in-house movement, but with the rivet bracelet, and I
love the rivet bracelet.
Do you really? It feels like a cheap Chinese, like it just looks like a cheap Chinese kids toy bracelet to me.
Bullshit! They're using the same bracelet on the GMT.
I know. Something about it. It's just not smooth and sleek. The rivets just feel like a cheap $20 bracelet to me. I mean, it didn't feel like a $20 bracelet, but when you look at it, it just doesn't look smooth and I don't know. I just think it looks kind of terrible compared to a flush bracelet with just the screws in it.
But you understand, it's a faux rivet bracelet. You understand that, don't you?
It's a what?
It's a faux rivet bracelet. It's not a rivet bracelet. They fall to bits. You know that, don't you? The real rivet bracelets, they fall to bits. You understand that, don't you?
Right, because cheap and flimsy.
Shit, I can't believe this. You know what's really pissed me off? I was taking a piss in an empty bottle here, and I got some wee-wee on the floor. Doesn't that annoy you?
Yeah, I'll be making a meme of your wee-wee about that.
Yeah. Now, I got to tell you, guys, you don't understand. The Tudor is a faux rivet bracelet. It's not actually a real rivet bracelet. What they've done is they've cut the ends so that it looks like a rivet bracelet. It's because rivet bracelets don't last long. You know that?
I just feel like when you're looking at the sides of the links and they have those dots all that aren't flush with the bracelet, I feel like it just looks like crap.
$5 super chat. Archie Clive just called me and he has not shagged the girl yet, but he admitted she had more patina than your L serial number 1016. Thank you. By the way, guys, I just wanted to say to you, that beer is almost finished.
Coronas?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to throw that in the bottle. Oh, got it in the bin, fuckers. Got it in the bin. Cheers. I'm going to have a chaser. A chaser.
So I ended up going to a different authorized dealer yesterday. And I wanted to see what the wait list was going to be like for the Rolex Pepsi.
Yes. Yes.
So I came in and I just tried to make conversation. It was like some 20-year-old, possibly female, working at the AD.
How attractive? How attractive? 1 to 10. Give me a 1 to 10.
She was probably 8.5.
Ooh.
Probably 8.5. Not bad, not bad. But you could tell she looked like she had no idea what she was talking about.
Shaved or trimmed? Thank you.
Probably bare.
Ooh, thank you. Probably. I just got a coffee delivery. Cheers, fuckers. I'm having a coffee to sober up. Otherwise, I'm going to do him. Archie, if you have to sell the Omega Man on the Moon and you are 1 watch per bland bloke, what Omega, besides the Moon watch, would you replace it with down the line?
That's a good question.
Planet Ocean. What do you think?
I think you're going to get rid of the Man on the Moon and you're going to go get the new Wave Dial C Master 300M.
I got to be completely frank and honest with you. You want to hear something honest with me?
I know you don't like it.
I haven't had any offers on the Omega Speedmaster Man on the fucking Moon. It's going to be the Speedy Friday.
It's a bargain.
Speedy Friday. Not one son of a bitch has come to me and said, hey, I'll pay this.
See, you got to get it engraved first. You got to get it engraved first, and then you got to post some pictures of it, and then it will sell.
You reckon it will?
I reckon it will sell. Maybe for less than half of what you're asking.
Fuck! I'm not here to sell cheap watches. This is a very rare limited edition.
You're not getting rid of the man on the moon. No, I'm calling your bluff right now.
Yeah, you're calling the bluff. Call the bluff. But but can you imagine if I did get 11,700 Aussie dollars for it? Wouldn't that be so cool?
That'd be pretty awesome. And the reason why you asked that much for it is not only because
so it doesn't sell it,
but it's because you know no one's gonna pay you for that because you don't want to get rid of your moon watch.
You're right. I do love that moon watch. I gotta tell you, and I might put a bit of scotch in the coffee if you don't mind. Just use a little bit Irish coffee now, okay? I gotta tell you, Stiefel, I do love my Omegas, but fuck, they had a crappy showing at Baselworld. Fuck me dead. Did those cunts have crap? Don't you think, or not?
You know, honestly, I really do.
Rolex blew it away. Don't you agree that?
Rolex is king. Rolex is king. But I love the new Seamaster with the wave dial. I think it was a smart idea for them to bring that back. I don't know necessarily about the date window at the 6 o'clock position.
Speaking of Breitlings, gee, they had some crappy things at Baselworld. They released all these 44mm Super Oceans. What the hell were they thinking? Why? I don't get it.
Honestly, I didn't even check to see what they released. That's how much I cared.
And they've got a new Navitimer with a display back.
Oh, is that Navitimer 8 or something like that?
No. That's a different thing completely. Navitimer 8 is just, hey, the word Navitimer gets sales, so why don't we put this name? It's like Deluxe. It's like General Motors in the 70s. They tacked on Deluxe to all their cars, even though they weren't exactly Deluxe.
Right.
You Americans love the word Deluxe, don't you?
Just like Australia's like combo meal deals.
Combo meal deals. So tell me this, Joma Shop, would you buy again from them or not?
Yeah, I will. And you know, I got a good deal from WatchMax too. I've seen some better prices on WatchMax than I've seen at Joma Shop.
Okay.
And I had great service when I ordered from them.
Unfortunately, WatchMax doesn't kick me any kickback, so I think you should wash your mouth out and not mention them again. We're only going to mention... It's a joke. I was joking. No, that's good. Have a beer and explain this. How much are you inheriting and how do you plan on spending it? Ooh. How much do I plan on inheriting? What do they mean by that, the stifle?
I don't know. Is there a death in the family coming up or something? I certainly hope not.
The only death is my father, right? He's 69, so technically speaking, he'll be living until... I've already worked this out, by the way. Oh, just very quickly, Arch, which waves are more desirable? The ones on the Omega 300 dial, those on the case back of every Seiko, the ones Fataricus creates when he jumps in a pool. I'm going to go with Fataricus jumping in the pool. Now, I got to tell you, what am I going to do with the inheritance? The only person who's going to die is my father. He should live to 82.5 years. That's the industry statistics.
Okay, how did you figure that out? It's
all mathematics, okay? Averaging and percentages and this and that, risk factors, okay? I tell you what I'm going to happen. I'm going to inherit about if he does die at that age there, I will inherit about $274,000. I've worked it out to the cent. I know what I'm doing with it, okay?
So what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to buy watches. I'm going to buy watches. That's what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to get. You know what I'm going to get? I'm going to get a 5170 Patek Philippe manual wine chronograph. I'm going to get a Lange 1815 chronograph.
Okay.
And the rest I'm going to spend on wine, women, and whores.
What about pizza and KFC?
Hey, well, that could go as well there, but I'm just saying, you know, I tell you the truth. It's all going to be spent on watches. I love watches. The only thing that makes me happy in life is watches, buying watches. That's the only thing that makes me happy. Nothing else makes me happy. I've been married 3 times. That didn't work.
Yeah.
I had a career. That didn't work. The only thing that makes me happy is buying watches. That's it.
Well, at least you know what makes you happy, and you're content with that.
Mm. I might visit you. I might visit you as well.
Come on down. We'll hit every strip club on 8 Mile in Detroit.
Oh, actually, what I'm going to do too is, let me tell you this. I've got great plans. I want to go to America later on in about 10 years' time. I want to do Route 66. I'm going to buy a Vet or a Camaro. I haven't decided yet. A second-hand one, 10-year-old one. And then I'm going to do Route 66 and just have a good time.
No, we need to get you on a Harley Davidson. A fat boy.
Fat boy.
Fat boy.
And I wanted to know about the concealed carry. Do you know much about concealed carry?
Yeah, what do you need? What do you want to know about it?
Yeah, what's the biggest gun I can have concealed carry?
Well, in the state of Michigan,
yes,
as long as you're not a felon and you can legally own a firearm,
yeah,
you can open carry, and you don't even need to have a CPL license.
Okay.
Pistol license.
Okay.
So you can walk around with like a Desert Eagle 50 cal.
How about I really wanted to have in my Cadillac, I wanted to buy a Cadillac Brougham. Okay. Right. A Brougham. I wanted to have a Hurlitzer cannon. Is that true? Am I allowed to do that in certain states?
Yeah, why don't you just put a big giant turret on the top of it with 50 cal ammunition and just drive around?
That's it. Now we've got a few super chats coming in here. This is really good. We need the money. I really do need money. Now the next super chat is here. This is a super chat. Come on. My computer's locking up. Come on. Just bear with me. $2 super chat. Explorer 1 or Air King secondhand. Where Arch and dollars? What would you do? Explorer 1 or Air King secondhand? I think he means the new Air King with the gold and green writing. You know that one? Yeah. Or an Explorer 1. I'd go Explorer 1, 39 mil Explorer 1, wouldn't you?
Yep. Although I don't know if Frank has seen the new Oyster Perpetuals with the black dial. I'm telling you, I really like that. And he probably saved himself $1,000 if he didn't want to get the Explorer one. Yeah,
but the 369 is cool. Okay, next question from Tanzeel. Archie, with the limited production of the ETA-based Tudor Black Bay, aside from Don Haynes getting a hard-on from the in-house movement, why would you not get the ETA? Because it's a Rolex in-house movement. That's what it is. Do you understand? With a 70-hour power reserve, that movement is super cool. That's why you get it. It's a Rolex with a Rolex movement. It's the best bang per buck watch. And I preferred the shield emblem to the rose one. Next super chat. Next super chat is Archie, a Speedy 3570.50 or a 2500 Seamaster Planet Ocean. Go for the Speedy. What do you reckon?
Speedy, 100%. I'm not a huge Planet Ocean fan.
They had too many variants. What do you reckon?
Yeah, you really are right about all the limited editions and all the different variations of things that they have out there. The only two watches that I'm really a fan of with Omega are, honestly, the 300M and the Speedy. And the last rendition of the 300M with just the plain dial, like the flat black or flat blue, I think just looks ugly. So I think it really misses.
What do you think of orange? They use a bit of orange in some of the Planet Oceans.
Yeah. What's that one that's orange and blue? Is that a Planet Ocean? Or is
I think so.
Yeah. It's different. I don't know. I'm not really an orange kind of guy.
I go for the Speedy, man. Go for the Speedy. Come on, let's be honest there. The only reason I set such a ridiculous price on it was just so that I could, I don't want to sell it. I love my Speedy. It's not for sale. I mean, seriously, if someone pays 11.7 Aussie, I'll sell it. Sure. But I got no desire to actually sell it. I actually love that watch. You've got a Speedy, haven't you, yourself?
I do, yeah.
You love your Speedy, or what? What do you think of it?
I love it. It's you know, I got the whole big box set from Joma Shop. I was really happy with it. I'm still really happy with it. You know, I will admit though that I do like the bracelet more so on the Seamaster than the Speedmaster.
You got the screw links in yours too.
Yes. Yeah.
See, I've got the push links. The links suck. The push links are really fucking bodgy.
Yeah, I have the push links on my my Seamaster, but my Speedmaster has the screw links.
That Breitling looks so cool on your wrist there, just as you sit there in that cheap polo. It just looks fucking sexy as. You know what I mean? It's what size is that? 46, is it?
This is 45, honestly. I mean,
45.
I have, just over a 7-inch wrist. 7-inch wrist, big boy. But I like it.
I must say, if they did that with a California dial, that would be fucking cool, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah. You know, they have it in this style. They have it in gray, black, and they also have the one that's where instead of the numbers, they just have the stick markers.
Okay. Now we've got a good question in Speedy or Black Bay in-house. Ooh, what do you reckon?
Speedy, 100% every time.
No, but I agree with you. But the only saving grace is most people who are buying their first watch should get the Black Bay because it's waterproof, it's automatic, it's sapphire crystal. I reckon if you're just a newbie, you wouldn't get the Speedy. The Speedy is actually for someone on a higher level. Does that make sense to Stiefel?
Yeah, but see, with this question, we don't necessarily know if this is his first watch. He's just talking about in general, Speedy or Tudor Black Bay Black in-house. So he may have a very well-established watch collection already, but
I think if you're starting from scratch, I would go Tudor Black Bay because it's waterproof, it's automatic, it's sapphire crystal. But if you are an experienced collector, get the Speedy, man. Every man needs a Speedy. Yeah. Next question we got here, Arch. What 5170 will you buy? Rose gold or white gold? The cost about the same as a used Maserati Gran Turismo. Wouldn't you prefer that? Now I got to tell you, the 517. Sorry, let's just work this out. 5170. That's the chronograph one. I'd probably go. I don't think it matters, rose or white. They're fucking amazing. That's amazing watch. I don't think it matters. I'd personally, if I had a choice, I'd go rose gold. Because I just haven't had a rose gold Patek before, okay? I've had white gold. I've had yellow gold. I would go rose because I never had one. They cost about the same as a used Maserati Gran Turismo. Wouldn't you prefer that? Do you have any idea how painful Italian car ownership is?
It's expensive stuff.
It's not expensive. It's ball-breaking. Ball-breaking. Do you understand? It is suicide. Man, if you don't want your Maserati to be a permanent ornament in your garage, you understand? That's the only thing a Maserati can do, really, is be a permanent ornament in your garage. Take the Patek. I mean, I couldn't afford to fucking service. A belt service on a Maserati is thousands. They got to take the engine out. They use Ferrari motors. You have no idea how fucking painful that is. I mean, even me, right? I'm as nuts. I'm as crazy as they come. I would never buy a Maserati because the service costs are astronomical. You have to be really, really rich.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest with you. I'd prefer the Patek's not going to lose like a Maserati. I mean, Maseratis are cool cars, you must admit. Joe Walsh, my Maserati does 185. That's miles per hour, by the way. You know that, miles per hour? I got to tell you, I would love a Maserati, right? But I don't see it happening. Do you? Look, I'd be happy with a C-Class, a 10-year-old C-Class Mercedes.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend that kind of cash on a Maserati. I'd love to have one, but I would spend that kind of money elsewhere.
Wine, women, and hookers. That's what I would rather. Actually, the Maserati would be so cool, but don't you think?
It's sweet, but you know, I just
What sort of car do you have? I got a Maserati. Do you ever remember those bi-turbos in the 80s? They're cheap as shit. You never remember Maserati had a bi-turbo?
No, I wasn't. I'm not too up to scale on my 80s Maseratis.
Yeah, you just Google that. They were a horror story, okay?
Okay.
They were the most unreliable car in the world.
You just got to put twin turbos in the Honda.
Yeah, you saw the Honda. I made a video about the Honda Civic the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's got 110,000 kilometers on it. It's still got. That's about 70,000 miles, I think. Let's just run in. Let's just run in.
Yeah, isn't that a four-door
Yeah,
Honda?
of course. We only have the 4-door here.
That's right. More women that way, right? More women to fit in the car.
Yeah. It's had a rough life, that Honda, but it's okay. It's cool. So talk to me. What are you buying next, Stiefel?
You know, that's a tough question. I want a Daytona, but who doesn't want a Daytona? But I'm not a fan of the ceramic bezel.
Why don't you buy a two-tone? That's where the smart money is.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I really like the all stainless with the white dial.
Do you know what the all stainless pricing is? Why don't you buy a two-tone?
I know, anywhere from 15 to 20,000 for used right now, which is
you can buy a fucking two-tone Zenith movement one for about 10, can't you? A really nice one for about 10, under 10.
You got a super chat.
Oh, super chat, brand 700. Archie, 5146 yellow gold or rose gold, or stay on the wait list for a Pepsi GMT. Already 3 sport Rolexes. 5146. 5146 is an annual calendar. Yellow gold or rose gold? I would go rose gold. Rose gold, rose gold, rose gold. That is a cool watch. Another super chat, 499. Patek 5168 white gold 20th anniversary Aquanaut. Will they hold their value long term? How easy to sell a watch that has a rubber bracelet cut to size? No problem. The Aquanaut is fucking hot. The Aquanaut is super, super hot. Man, I can tell you now, the truth is the genre's changed. We're in the new millennium. Sports watches are now the new dress watch. Dress watches, conservative dress watches are out. Okay? I can tell you this honestly. I got a World Time. That's kind of a dress watch. It's not really a sports watch.
Right.
But I love it. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I do love it. I reckon the Aquanaut and the Nautilus, they're just going to keep going up and up and up.
Have you seen the Aquanaut with the orange rubber band?
It's a Patek one, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's on a like an orange rubber strap. Oh, I think it looks terrible.
I love orange. I love orange. Don't you love orange or not really?
You know, for me, orange is kind of like green.
Like Kermit the Frog green or what?
I think I could probably wear a Kermit before I could wear a Hulk, but it's just one of those types of watches.
A Kermit the Frog, you know, Kermit the Frog, as in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just doing a Google search on it now, okay?
Yeah, it's something.
Holy fucking hell! Fuck! I can't believe it. My God. Just hang on a minute. You can't just spring that on me and walk away, sunshine. This is fucking... I got to tell you the truth. You want to hear the truth?
Yeah, I want to hear the truth.
Fuck me dead. I love it.
I just can't do the...
No! That is so cool. It's got orange hand and an orange strap. Man, that is so cool. Do you understand who wear these watches? We're talking Beatles, Ringo Starr, Paul McCartney. John Lennon, if he was alive today, would be wearing this. Elvis Presley would wear this today.
Yeah, I just feel like well, Elvis Presley also used to wear Hamiltons, right?
Look, there's a lot of misnomers about Elvis Presley. You know what his personal car was? What was Elvis's personal car before he died?
I'm not sure. That's
A Mercedes 600.
What a pimp.
Mercedes 600. This was the one that, this is the huge limo version. Not the Pullman. I tell you now, that orange is sexy as fuck. That is, doctor, give me the flu. I got a backache and loving you, Doc. How are you, Doc?
I'm good, Pontiff. How are you? DS, how you doing?
Doing great, Doc. Did you find me a liver yet?
I don't think you're anywhere near needing one of those.
I don't know. I'm ready for that that liver off the black market and perform that operation in the bathtub of a hotel room, right?
Johnny Bench style.
Doc, you're somebody who could afford a paddock on a rubber strap. What do you think of the Nautilus with the Nautilus on a, sorry, Aquanaut on a rubber strap? What did you think, Doc? Tell me what you think.
You know, I think it looks really nice. I wouldn't be able to afford it without dipping into a little bit of my retirement savings at this time. But but I have to tell you, I've done that sort of dip for. I did that dip for the Daytona, and I'm glad I did. And I'm thinking about getting the Zenith Daytona. So I mean,
the Zenith Daytona is money in the bank, Doc. Don't fuck around. Just go and pull the trigger, okay?
Well, see, that's part of the reason why I can do it, you know. And I talked to my investment strategist, and he's like, I don't understand what you're doing, but since you're making money, go ahead.
Doc, did you make that purchase on that that Daytona from Japan?
Not yet, not yet. I'm still investigating, and I'm actually looking around at a few others as well.
Hey, Doc, because I'm tell you, are you going to go there and personally pick it up?
You know, I was in Japan a few years ago. I'd love that, but you know, they're not really being completely forthright about the amount of radiation in Tokyo as a result of the Fukushima accident, and I can't go there.
Doc, there is virgin pussy there for you, okay? Tinder works a treat. Put the stethoscope around your neck. They love you, Doc.
I've actually had somebody meet me in Hawaii. Like I paid a little bit of her ticket to Hawaii, and then I met her there. So if I was
what nationality?
Japanese.
Was it worth every cent? Yes or no?
Yes.
Was it worth more than every cent?
Possibly.
Would you swap your Daytona for that experience? Your vintage?
Oh, hell no. No. It was good, but no. I wouldn't swap. No.
Fair enough, Doc.
She was 40 grand. No.
Are you still in touch with her?
Occasionally, yeah.
What went wrong? Yeah. What went wrong, Doc?
Well, I'm in touch with her.
Okay.
Just not willing to commit. Happy hours are good. Happy hours.
How old is she, Doc? How old is she?
She's 38, I think. So she's nice. She's nice.
What does she do for a job?
She's switching out from IT, so she's actually, I like that. She's a little bit of a brainiac IT-wise, but she's switching out of that and trying to segue into real estate. Okay, and where's she live in Hawaii? No, she doesn't live in Hawaii. She's in Yokohama, but I helped her out to fly out to Hawaii for a little bit of vacation, and then we get to meet up. So then I met in Hawaii. So then we hung out in Hawaii for a couple weeks. Man, that's so cool. Man, I love it. I love these sleazy encounters. Fuck this doc. This is the kind of doc I love, don't you? I mean, this guy is as sleazy as me and you, Steve, isn't he?
I'm trying to be like the doc when I grow up.
This guy is fucking cool, man. I love it, Doc. Man.
It was not sleazy, sir. It was a cultural exchange. That's all it was.
Fuck! I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, I got to tell you, Doc, we're talking to DeStiefel here. Would you ever buy anything from Joma Shop?
I've looked at Joma Shop, and actually Joma Shop has even some vintage pieces from time to time. I don't think vintage. I don't think Joma Shop's bad way to go, but you have to read all the fine print, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they'll say box and papers, but they'll never say, oh, but we didn't say it was actual Rolex box and papers.
Ah, fuck.
I don't recall ever seeing any vintage pieces on there before.
They were like, I was at one time, I was looking for a 1601 and it popped up there. I don't know why. And then also I was trying to track down the nipple dial GMT that I got, the two-tone nipple dial GMT, and they had one, but it wasn't a nipple. They had a vintage 16803 as well. And it also wasn't nipple, but they
service style.
No, it just it was one of the later 16803s, and then when the 1675 that they had, it was one of the later 1675s that just didn't have a nipple dial, because the nipple dials are a little harder to find.
I love the nipple dials, don't you?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So, Doc, what are you're still on the hunt for the steel Daytona, aren't you?
Yes. In fact, DS was just asking about whether I'd gotten the one in Japan yet, and I'm still I'm not in a super rush because they have some of those.
Well, whilst we're talking about nipples, Doctor, would you agree with me that Japanese nipples are the best nipples in the world, or you disagree with that?
I will say it's among the best because I've had I had a Peruvian woman that I thought was awesome, and a Vietnamese woman that I thought was awesome.
Yes. Could I just say this to you? You know, the Peruvian, they have a Peruvian Daytona. You know that? The military had one.
A what?
There's a very rare military Daytona called the Peruvian.
Oh yes, the vintage one you're talking about.
Yes, yeah. The Air Force used to use. Very, very collectible.
Absolutely.
But a Peruvian nipple.
It's like $100,000 though. You're talking $100,000.
Oh yeah. Crazy money. But I would say that I think the Japanese nipples are the best. I would have to say the Japanese and the Vietnamese are very good, but the Japanese win just on purity. It's like the most expensive of the most expensive. The Japanese nipple is just a groundbreaking nipple, I think.
I probably do not have enough experience to be able to make that.
Well, Doc, have you ever done a nipple transplant?
Actually, I've been involved. I assisted on a case of making an artificial nipple from scratch.
Really? How was that?
I'm not a plastic surgeon. But,
you don't have to worry about that. They just tattoo them on now. You know that?
Was that a screw up on the table and you had to think fast and get creative?
Oh no. This was like a reconstructive surgery. So they do those. Yeah, they do those. You'd be amazed.
Often women just get a tattooed nipple on. You know that, don't you?
There are even some women who don't worry about getting a nipple. You can see some women who have breast augmentations. It's a reconstructive surgery. I've never been there, but I have friends who have, who say, suddenly they open up the blouse. Where's the nipple? There is no nipple. Seems kind of weird to me.
Yeah, but I do agree. Like 3 breasts. You've seen that woman with 3 breasts, haven't you, Doc?
In Hustler?
Yeah.
Magazine?
Yeah. He's a classy Doc. He's classy.
I don't know what you're talking about, Archie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I got to tell you this now, Doc. I think Daytona is seriously the way to go. I got a friend of mine just bought a 2-tone Zenith with gold in the clasp, Okay.
Which is rare. You can't find the one with the actual gold all the way around on the bracelet like that.
And he paid 13.5 Aussie with a tax invoice, which means he could get a 10% GST back if he flew out of the country. So that's about 10 US. That's not bad buying, is it?
That's it. That's right.
No
that's
papers,
right.
Doc. No papers, just box. No papers. No papers, but
you're going to have a hard time finding papers on a Zenith. I mean, one of the modern ones, maybe. But here's the question I have. I mean, what do you think when you see a two-tone Daytona like that? What do you honestly think?
Why didn't you buy the fucking steel?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, thank you. That's what I'm thinking.
I couldn't do a two-tone. There's no way I could
somehow the two-tone looks really good as a GMT. For some reason, when I saw it the first time, I said, I got it.
Well, even as a bluesy sub, it looks great, don't you think?
But the Daytona just looks too busy as a two-tone because it's got the chronograph feature. It's just a little too busy for whatever reason for me as a two-tone. It's not balanced.
No, Don, what Daytona do you have now?
I have the 6239.
You got a 6239.
That's my piece. I mean, that's the one that's the most expensive watch I own.
6239 you have. Is that right, Doc?
Yeah, that's the it's essentially the same as Paul Newman's, except for it doesn't have a Paul Newman dial. So it has just a standard black dial. If it had a Paul Newman dial, it'd be a $200,000 watch. It's nuts. But I love it. It's a great watch. When I wear it, I know that I'm enjoying every minute.
You know that you're a winner, don't you, Doc? Winner, chicken dinner.
I know that I'm very lucky. And then more of a beater, if you can have such a thing. I have a beater 6263, right? It's I got it cheap because the dial has it. I think it looks like patina, but when I bought it, there was a question about whether it had been damaged, water damaged or whatever. But my jeweler said that the mechanism, the movement's fine, everything's fine, and it runs like a champ. But I got it for under 20, which I'm like, wow, that's a great deal. Wow. It's a white dial. So it's a white dial, and whereas the 6239 is a black dial.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think. Do
you have papers for this watch, Doc?
I have papers for neither. So, but the 6239 is the older one. It's a 1966. The 6263 is from the mid-70s.
So you got a 6239.
Yeah, that's a 1966. It's an
and what else you got?
For as far as Daytonas, I have the 6263, which is the one with the black bezel. It's a white dial. With
so you got fucking two vintage Daytonas?
1966 and then 1975, I think it is.
Fuck, Doc, how fucking rich are you?
That's pretty awesome. I'm working on trying to get one Daytona.
Jesus Christ, Doc. My God. I can't believe this shit. And you've got Japanese nipple?
I don't have it currently, but I have been there.
Doc, what would you say if I could give you a small present, okay?
What?
I've got an original 6263 sticker for the back of your watch. I'll send it to you.
A what? Original sticker?
Yeah, the sticker on the case back? I'll send you one.
Really?
Well, sorry?
We'll have to talk about that.
You can have it for free. I love you. You're a good friend. I don't care about money.
That's pretty incredible.
Sorry?
I said that's pretty incredible.
It's not that incredible.
I don't even think you can get that from any place, as far as I know. How did you get it?
Don't ask.
You don't want to say, do you?
Don't ask. But
am I lying though? Am I lying? If I wanted to go purchase one, I wouldn't be able to, right?
Yeah, probably
not. On eBay.
You can have one.
I look on eBay for stuff like that. I can get the bezel maybe on a good day. I can get an original bezel, and that's about it.
Yeah. Anyhow, you can have it, Doc. I love you. You're a good friend, Doc. You've always been a good friend to me.
Well, I think deep down, you know, you're a good person masking yourself as maybe not so good. Trying to get out.
What year is your Daytona?
The one that's the real one is the 66. That's the real one that I'm like, wow, this is, you know, but that's one I don't wear very much because it is a 1966. And I should send in pics of my watches, and especially I think you've seen the Speedy, which I'm excited about that because I was going to make a big mistake and get the wrong Speedy, and then
Yes.
looking at all your videos.
There's nothing worse than the wrong Speedy, Doc.
Absolutely. Especially I was going to get a Speedy Tuesday, if you can imagine that.
Well, Doc, you know, you're in luck because you can get a Speedy Friday. Going for a steal right now.
I don't know.
All about it.
I don't know if I can afford that right now because I'm saving up for that Zenith. That Zenith Daytona.
What has more heritage and history? The Zenith or the ArchieLuxury Speedy Friday?
You know, I think that if the interesting thing is that, Archie, if you were willing to sell your soul a little bit more and kiss the right people and clean yourself up, you could have an Archie Speedy Friday. You know, you really could. I mean, if you look at the Speedy Tuesday, what did they really put in to deserve that? You know, so I know. You could, but
I'm not very good at kissing ass butt, Doc. You understand?
Well, you got to have principles, and actually, whistleblowers aren't good at kissing ass, and I'm a whistleblower too, and so you're not good at kissing ass.
Yeah, I'm not very good at. I tell you the truth, there, right? It's like I say to my brother. You know, Jesus offered us. My brother earns $300,000 or $400,000 a year, right? He's a very clever guy, and the joke is, I say to him, you know, Jesus said, "Do you want to earn $400,000 a year, Paul, or do you want to have hair?" And I said, "Fuck it, I'll take the hair."
But then,
because my brother's bald. See, my brother's bald. See, that's.
But then when you wake up, you've got hair all over your body. You didn't ask where the hair was supposed to be.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that.
Hair, except where the carpet beetles have eaten it off.
Exactly, they've eaten it off. They're very aggressive beetles there. But doctor, give me the flu. I gotta tell you, man, you fucking live the life, don't you think? You fucking Japanese. I mean, that's the best nipples in the world, man. I'm very proud. You got 2 vintage Daytonas. Fuck, man, that's amazing, don't you think?
That's pretty awesome.
Doc, you know, I'll have to send you. I sent Clive a picture of my Daytona next to the Gloria because to me they're in the same ballpark in terms of they give me the same sort of feeling, and I'll admit the Daytona gives me a little bit better feeling, but they remind me of each other, and so I sent him a picture of one next to the other, right? And I need to send that to you so you can see it.
You got a 16. What's your Daytona? It's a 16. Your Daytona is your GMT nipple dial is a 1675.
Oh, the nipple dial, GMT is 1675/3 two-tone. So, and it's a 1969.
Oh, you got a 1675.
1675, and it's 1969, which is hard to find these days. Original
1675. I can give you a case back sticker for a 1675. I got one of those as well, Doc.
Holy hell! How do you? Oh man!
How do you come across these stickers?
Sorry,
I know you can't even get those. You can't even get those on eBay. I mean, I see sometimes you can get some of them for the subs on eBay, but
yeah, there's nothing special, Doc. Anything for you. I got contacts. I got contacts at the Vatican, okay?
Apparently so.
Well,
but, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah. So
you know, when I bought the GMT, I asked the watchsmith about that sort of stuff, and he says you can't get those. You can't get those. And I said, okay. You know, I'm happy that I just have an original oval Jubilee bracelet on it, just like 1969, and it all matches up. That has me happy. If I get one of those stickers, that's the icing on the cake, I guess. But,
yeah.
But I'm pretty lucky with
that. How many pieces do you have in your collection?
You know, I need to count them up. The Rolex on my hands here. I've got the 2 Daytonas. I've got the GMT nipple and the sub nipple. I've got the Thunderbird. That's a 1625. And it's a black dial. Then I've got a white dial. So 6. I've got the 6 Rolex. I don't think I'm missing any Rolex.
Wow.
Then on the Breitling side, I've got a top time Breitling, which is sometime around the mid to late 60s. It's kind of hard with the serial numbers on those Breitlings, as you know. But anyway, I've got the vintage Breitling chronograph. I've got the newer Breitling, which is the Super Ocean Heritage. So those are clearly, well, I don't think anybody would argue the vintage Breitling's a shitter. Some people will argue that the newer Breitling's a shitter, but it's interesting, again, because that gets more attention than probably all the others. But anyway, those are 8. Trying to think of the other ones that are higher quality. Oh, and the Speedmaster, can't leave that out. I've got the transitional Speedmaster, so that's 9. So
that's pretty, no complaints there.
And then I've got a bunch. I've got a bunch of things like I've got a Certina DS, which my niece says that's her favorite watch that I have.
The double shocks, the Certina double shock. That's amazing.
Well, my niece is in her mid-20s, so you know she's not all that impressed with. She knows Rolex is impressive, I suppose, but she says your nicest watch is that Certina you have. It's a brown dot.
Fuck. The Certina.
You know that's a $400 watch that might be worth.
That's right.
So what are you gonna do? I've got a few junkers like that. I've got a couple of brands you've never heard of. EPOS.
I heard of that.
And it's basically like an Omega, kind of an Omega.
It's what I call a shitter, Doc.
I know you call it a shitter. It's a ripoff of an Aquaterra, I'd say. Looks closest to that. And it's gold and it's 45 mils. Isn't that huge?
I'm wearing 45 mils right now.
I remember wearing that sucker. Ooh, what is that? That's the Breitling?
Yeah, Avenger 2. Seawolf. That's 45 mils.
That looks pretty nice. It almost looks like an integrated bracelet. Have you shown that to Clive?
No, not too much.
I mean, at a glance, it's almost like an integrated bracelet, and he might start salivating. The funny thing is, some of these cheaper watches, if they're blingy, you know, you get the most attention. I remember going to a gas station to pump some gas. I had on jeans and I had on that gold E-post. It's just this 45 mil gold black dial thing. A couple people came up. One was a guy commenting on it, like, "Oh, you got to watch yourself when you're pumping gas, and you got a gorgeous watch like that on." Blah 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 blah. I thought he was gonna try to attack me for it. But
why don't you just say, "Hey, you know what? You can have it. Thank you." This is when there's moments when you say, "You can have it. Here you go."
I was that close. I thought he was going to attack me for it, but then he's just complimenting me on it. So I was like, okay. And anyway, it's just
they would never say a thing if you're wearing that vintage Daytona garbage.
They would not know that that's anything. They would not know that necessarily that's anything to be excited about. It's not until you get in a meeting or something and then people are looking at it, and then they can tell there's something going on with that watch. And I think I mentioned that I went to court. I did a what's it called? Not a deposition, arbitration. I was in the middle of an arbitration. I was their expert, and the judge says, he, like in between, he said, "That's a Rolex, right?" I said, "Yes." He didn't say anything more like, "Ooh, that's really nice," or anything else, but it was implied.
What Rolex were you wearing? Sorry, say it again.
I was wearing the 6239, so it's like.
Fuck! That's not a Rolex, Doc. That's not a Rolex, Your Honor. This is Holy Grail stuff. That's what you need to say to him.
No, but I think he knew because he said, "That's a Rolex, isn't it?" And then I said,
okay, gotcha. He knew. He knew that you're not just a normal doc. You're a super surgeon.
He knew something was going on.
He knew. He knew you've slept with Japanese women, didn't he?
Probably shouldn't dwell on that. I don't know. I don't know.
Doc, you're my hero. You'll always be my hero, Doc.
Well, you know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I don't think it should go to that level, but I appreciate that.
Yes, yes, you're a cool guy, Doc. And hey, we might this show here. Hey, you guys want to keep talking? How are you going here? Tell me how it's going. You want to take a break? We have an end. We might end this now. It's getting a bit late, so I want to say.
Well, I have a question. Are you still going to be on tomorrow with Clive?
Of course. Why not? I got no other life. I don't have sexy Japanese nipples rubbing themselves against me saying, "Hey, come back here for a minute."
But I think that isn't Clive in the middle of pursuing his own adventures right now?
We wish him well. We wish him well. Look, Clive is a cool guy. Look, Clive is a really cool guy.
DS said he's on the board. Is he on the board?
He's on the board right now.
He's stuck. He's using his iPhone. He can't actually use. So I just said, look, Clive, just take it easy. We don't have to. Look, Clive will be there tomorrow. I love Clive. I'm actually posting a lot of Clive's videos on my channel. He's done some amazing work. It's fucking, they're fantastic videos. Yeah. So, guys,
I didn't know you could motorboat and also stream at the same time. How's he doing that?
I'm not quite sure, but he's cool. So, guys, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to press stop.
Sounds good.
And guys, just stay here at the